Hey, Aquarius, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your March 2022 love reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Today we're going to dive into the collective energy of Aquarius and take a look at all things regarding love. Whether you are currently single, maybe you are partnered up, or you're going through a separation at this time, we'll take a look at it all. So just a friendly reminder, these are general readings, Aquarius. Please do take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading, you can find that link in the description box below. And if you stay tuned during the video, I will show you how you can enter into the free monthly reading giveaway. All right, let's dive into your reading. In the area of your past, whether this is your recent past or this is your far out past here, it may still be affecting your future in one way or another, and we'll dive in once we get into your reading. But we have the wheel showing up here, the wheel, and it talks about moving forward. It may be slow, but there is somewhat of a process here. So I feel like some of you, even if you are single, you're still doing your thing. You're still moving forward. You're still taking care of your needs. You're working towards inviting new love in. You may be focusing on your career at this time, maybe family, children. So there is a sense of forward movement. I mean, time's going to go by anyway, right, Aquarius? For those of you that are in a relationship, I feel like you're trying to get past hurdles. Even those of you that are in separation at this time, you're trying to move forward and leave the past behind, because when you see the wheel moving, it's like that Wheel of Fortune energy. And the Wheel of Fortune is about fate intervening, but you want to move forward. So at times there was resistance here in the past regarding either you and another person, or maybe you resisting the universe, thinking that the universe is never going to bring somebody into your energy here, Aquarius. But in the present moment, we have leaves, which does talk about a gradual shift. So I like that this card is showing up for you, because this is around fall time. I feel like whatever you're setting into place here in the month of March, Aquarius, is actually going to really grow, and you're going to see something come to fruition around fall time, August, September, October. And I feel like right now you're making the internal shifts. For some of you, you may be healing, and it's a process. It's not an overnight thing here. Some of you may be actually coming into contact with a new soulmate where you are meeting in the month of March, because we have the boots showing up here. These always remind me of some old military boots here, and it talks about a long journey. So I feel like you've come a long way is what they're saying here. And this goes for all of you, whether you're single, separated, or in a partnership at this time. You've kind of come a long way from here. You've learned a lot of soul lessons. You've learned a lot about yourself, Aquarius. You've learned a lot about the kind of person that you want to attract into your heart energy here. But let's dive into your reading and see what is going on for you in the month of March. What do we have here, Spirit, for Aquarius? We have the Patience card right away. So that makes sense with the gradual shift, because like I said, things don't necessarily happen overnight. So there is patience this month showing up for you. And when the Temperance card shows up as your main energy, this is about something that you've waited a while to get going on. Again, because you have had this long journey and you're wondering when you can make the connection. When will you call in this soulmate? They are showing me that you may start off, as friends. This could be somebody that's long distance as well. Long journey. I mean, it could be somebody in the military as well, but I feel like there is distance between you and another person. So maybe you meet and they are a city away, a town away, or maybe a state away, or maybe they're across the country. But I feel like you've been waiting for something to come to fruition here. You've been waiting for your time to really combine energies. Let's take a look and clarify this Patience card, Temperance. A lot of you have been feeling a little bit impatient. You may want partnerships, or you may be trying to call that energy in, but I do see forward movement in your life regardless of if you have a partner or not. So let's take a look and clarify this Patience card for Aquarius. Two of Pentacles. Yeah. Two of Pentacles says you're planning your future. You're waiting. Again, it's another card of waiting for results. This can be about travel again, or relocating even. And we were getting that vibe with the long journey showing up here. So this may be something you've been thinking about. But the Two of Wands does talk about wanting to step forward, but not quite sure how to do so here. It can be about a delay. For some of you, you've been wanting some sort of communication, some sort of closure, or just some sort of new beginning here. And we'll see if it's coming in for you. I am feeling that you are making some internal shifts this month, but there still is some planning that you're doing. And a lot of you, again, maybe focusing on some sort of move or even relocating in the near future to be with somebody that may not live directly in your, your radius. So let's take a look and see what may be crossing your energy, what may be a challenge, and how we can help you, Aquarius, navigate through it. King of Earth. Yeah. Ooh, I like this though. The King of Earth is typically stable, typically very committal. He wants to settle down and he wants to go all in. And the challenge for you is to find somebody that is willing to go all in and commit and climb to the top with you. They're telling me that for some of you, you may have been in a relationship in the past, or you may currently be in a relationship where somebody either doesn't want to give up their freedom. Somebody may not want to give up their sense of dominance or their sense of independence here. And that's a challenge for you because you want somebody that's fully committed. There could be somebody in your energy, or you've attracted people who've been dishonest, or they were seeking status first. For some of you, you may not be focusing on love because you have a lot going on in your career. And that's certainly okay as well. If you are single, I do see you succeeding. Yeah, the World card showing up. The World card is talking about a completion, but there's still a little bit of a setback or feeling stuck or feeling like there's an unfinished lesson here. For those of you that may be in separation, if you're dealing with twin flame energy, I feel like you're still feeling like you need either some sort of a closure or you'd like some sort of communication to figure out if this lesson or this setback is going to move in this direction or this direction here. Another card regarding travel or possibly moving, but they're telling me you're coming really close to ending some sort of a cycle, a karmic cycle. Maybe that karmic cycle was for you to be alone for some time here, Aquarius. Maybe your karmic cycle was between you and another person, but I feel like you want to start something brand new, but you keep getting stuck. There's setbacks. Maybe you keep going back to maybe an old person or an old thought pattern or an old way of thinking. Or maybe you're trying to put yourself out there for others, but you're attracting the same type of energy, non-committal people who are focused on other things besides maybe relationships. But let's take a look and see what is below you. What is below you? They're giving me the name Patrick. Patrick, if that is your name or somebody you're dealing with, please take it as it resonates. Three of Earth showing up here. This is not a bad card to have because it talks about building a solid foundation. It talks about teamwork. Now, this could be you enjoying social time, family time. Maybe you have a great circle of friends, or you may have a circle of professionals that you're working with as well. For some of you, this could be friendships that you have or are developing at this time that may actually turn into more. But the Three of Earth showing up below you says that you're willing to work with other people, but you don't want there to be somebody who's not willing to put in the effort. You don't want third party energy. And third party doesn't mean that somebody's carrying baggage from the past, maybe has an ex or something that they are still going back to, but this can mean any sort of third party. You don't want somebody who's just focused on finance here, and this could be a current situation you're in or that you've had in a past relationship. But I do feel like the King of Earth showing up as your challenge is somebody who's more materialistic or focused again on dominance or their career, or they may be dishonest about people that they do have in their life, but you are willing to work together and you're willing to socialize and get yourself out there and attract the energy that you desire. Let's clarify this Three of Pentacles, Three of Earth for you, Aquarius. Eight of Cups. Yeah, absolutely. You're willing to put in the work if somebody is willing to reciprocate that energy here, but you have the Eight of Cups showing up. So you're searching for something deeper. You're not playing these games here. Even though people may have a status or they may have a certain reputation, if they are non-committal here or if they aren't willing to put in the work, you're walking away. And I really like the Eight of Cups because it says you're moving on, you're searching for something deeper, and you're focusing on your self-growth. And that's kind of what I'm getting for a lot of you singles out there, is you're not playing these back and forth games anymore. So if you've had somebody come into your life who maybe they were, at one point, maybe you thought they were marriage material, or you thought that they really had all their ducks in a row. The Eight of Cups says that you're walking away from people or energies or situations where there's no growth. Because they're telling me that you've done that. You've played that game. You're already, some of you may be coming to an age where you're thinking, I'm too old for that. And it's not going to resonate with all of you. To me, it doesn't matter if you're 40, you're 60, or you're 80. There's always love out there. So Eight of Cups says you're not willing to settle, which I don't blame you. And you're finally coming to a point in your life where, yes, it would be nice to have partnership. It would be nice to have love, romance, but you're not going to do it halfway if somebody's not willing to commit fully. Let's take a look here and see what's going on for you in the recent past and how it may be affecting your future. Two of Air. Okay. So decisions here. Decisions in the past here. This is about you taking action, facing a problem, but things may have been out of your control. The ball may have been in somebody else's court in the past, where they're showing me somebody kind of with their jaw dropped. Something may have happened, or somebody may have said something to you that you really left you speechless. You were like, wow, I did not expect that to happen. I did not expect that person to do that, or, ghost you or leave you out in the cold, because I feel like personalities or emotions may have clashed here. So let's take a look and clarify the Two of Swords. You did feel like you were stuck between maybe a rock and a hard place, needing to make a decision, but I feel like somebody else, again, made that decision for you. So for example, maybe you went out on a date and you thought things were going fine, and this person told you all about themselves, and you're like, oh, it'd be great to see this person again. And then maybe you looked them up on social media here with the Page of Swords and realized they weren't really who you thought they were, or they had a bunch of women on their page, or men, or whoever this is. And then you've seen them from a completely different perspective here. And then you saw it as a challenge. And maybe you were the one that cut it off and said, I don't think you're right for me. But the Five of Wands said that there is competition. There's obstacles here, challenges. This is rivalry. Need to collaborate and work together. For others of you, if this was just a relationship that you were in, there's a lot of back and forth tension between you and another person. Somebody always spying, gossiping, needing to meddle their business, or get their business, airing their dirty laundry, so to speak. But I feel like you may have found out about a few things with the Page of Swords, because the Page of Swords is like the private investigator of tarot, always looking for answers, seeking what's going on here. So I feel like you found something or sought something out, whether it was about another person or them about you, and it made you see them completely differently here, and it did create some obstacles. So let's take a look and see what is above you. What is above you? What is the potential showing up for you? And the reason why this is showing up for you in the past is because I do feel like this is affecting the present moment, Aquarius, because this may be how you see other people. But remember that not everybody is a rotten apple here, or not everybody is going to lie or dishonest or be dishonest. There are people out there willing to commit. So continue working on yourself, raising your vibes, and that is what you will attract in return. So let's take a look. There's the World card showing up again. So you have the potential to really complete this cycle. So maybe that cycle is that repetitiveness, meeting the same type of people. Maybe you are in a relationship, whether you are together or separated, and you have a karmic cycle that you needed to learn some deep soul lessons. Again, especially if you are in a twin flame union. But there is a cycle coming really close to a completion here, especially towards the end of March, even the beginning of April. I feel like you will finally be in that new energy where you're creating new beginnings, you're attracting new energy here. Yeah, because you're going from the Two of Wands to the Three of Wands. Now, the Three of Wands isn't about It's about an expansion of opportunities. It is the card about travel. It's a card about achievement. It is looking at what you've invested your time, energy, and effort in and asking yourself, is it worth it or do I move in a new direction? So I love the Three of Wands showing up because it says there is forward movement. So make sure you're paying attention to the signs and synchronicities. And then at the bottom of the deck is the Two of Cups. And I don't normally talk about bottom of the deck cards unless Spirit brings it up or I notice it here, but the Two of Cups is about an important partnership. So I feel like that will be coming in for you here because in the near future we have the Star card, which is really beautiful. There isn't even a downside to the Star card. It talks about healing. It talks about you kind of being in the spotlight, a shining star, but it also talks about your dreams coming true. Because you've been taking care of yourself, focusing on self-love and growth. It is a very positive card for you. So I feel like you will be feeling really magnetized and really good because you finally got past a big decision you needed to make for yourself, whether that's internal beliefs, or maybe it was a relationship here, or maybe it was just a pattern that the universe is never going to bring me somebody that I could connect with. On a higher level, but there is a cycle coming to an end here, so get excited. Oh, what do we want all those? Okay, there's a lot, but we'll talk about them here. All right, so we have Five of Cups. You're going to, yes, there is a sense of loss here with regarding whatever this is for you in the past. There's something that you do have to give up to end or complete this cycle. So again, for you, that could be a person. It could be a pattern. It could be a thought. Maybe it is, because they're showing me, even though we don't have it, they are showing me the Devil card right now, which is about temptation. Anything that may be toxic, whether that could be codependency, maybe it's obsessions, it could be addictions. So I feel like you're giving something up here, but you're gaining so much more. Excuse me, but there is that gradual shift here. Right behind it, when you give that up here and you focus on what it is that's right in front of you, the Six of Wands comes in. And this is one of my favorite cards, Aquarius. This is a card of success, triumphant success at that. It's about victory, accomplishment, being raised up. So this Star card says that any difficulties that you had in your mind, arguments, petty arguments going back and forth, maybe it was mental anguish that you had that you were kind of fighting with yourself about at times, the Death card is showing up here. You're going through a major transformation, and this talks about you letting go, not hanging on, not resisting change, because you have a rebirth here. You have an internal transformation you're going through, and it's going to leave you feeling a lot better than this back and forth energy that you had in the past. So let's take a look here, Aquarius, and see what you're telling yourself this month. What are you telling yourself in the month of March regarding love? Queen of Wands. Yes, I love this for you. You're feeling bold. You're feeling confident. You're feeling on top of your game. The Queen of Wands is the social butterfly of all the queens. She's the one that puts herself out there, does maybe her hair, her lipstick, her nails. She likes to feel good and look good. And I feel like if you have been maybe stuck in a rut where you haven't been dressing up, or maybe you just haven't went on a date for a while, I feel like this is the month to do so for you. For those of you that are in a relationship, I feel like because you're releasing whatever this old pattern is, you're finally making a decision to move forward instead of being stuck in that rut or that karmic cycle that you've been in. I feel like you're freeing yourself up, and you're actually going to heighten your energy here with the Queen of Fire. Some of you are feeling very adventurous, very bold, and I feel like you're going for what you want this month. So if you're wanting to attract new love, go out there and get it here, Aquarius. It doesn't matter if you're female or male. It's the perfect opportunity to do so. So let's clarify this Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is, she's attractive. She's feisty. She knows her self-worth. She's very independent, very passionate, very social, and curious. So I feel like you will be curious about your surroundings. This is also about being curious, again, about others. So make sure that you ask a lot of questions. You dig in, find out if you go on a date or if you are in a committed relationship, see what their motives are, see what their goals are, their intentions, their beliefs, their morals. Do they want a committed relationship? Did they just get out of a relationship? Is this something that they, want long term? And it doesn't mean that you have to be on a first date and grill the person where you scare them off, Aquarius, but it is about, checking in and making sure that you're on the same page as another person here. So let's take a look here and see what is showing up for you in your environment. What is going on for you? And for those of you that have been single for a while and you've been looking for love, put yourself out there, whether that's a dating site or it's going with your friends to the movies or to a concert. Say yes to the opportunities that are at best. Empress energy showing up. I love this. Libra and Taurian energy. But the Empress is showing up because, again, you're feeling confident. You're feeling good. But you're also nurturing yourself and you're nurturing the relationships that are coming into your energy. So I like this for you. For those of you that are single, I feel like you could be attracting people that at times they need healing. So I want you to pay attention to that. It may have been a pattern of the past that you're releasing, but the Empress does take care of everybody. She's that mother hen, the one that takes care of not only herself, but nature, the animals, everybody around her. She's just a huge lover. But she's also very, not only just maternal, but she's creative and she's bold. And I feel like you're focusing on giving birth to beautiful new ideas, and there's new thoughts coming up for you, and other people are really noticing that energy that you're putting out there. So when people talk about the aura or the energy, that is something that can be felt away from the body, and other people can feel yours, and they certainly are this month. Aquarius, you have a beautiful energy about you, and I feel like you are a nurturer. You do want to take care of others, but you also you have a lot to bring to the table is what I'm hearing here. So let's take a look. Okay, you have the Two of Swords showing up again in the same position, but this is showing up for you in your environment. So you have a choice to nurture a relationship here or to maybe cut something off. Okay, so very important. You take it as it resonates for you, but I feel like you will have a choice to make. Do I nurture myself at this time, or do I put energy into this new relationship or new energy in this relationship? But let's take a look. I want to clarify, Spirit, can we please clarify one more card regarding that choice? Thank you. Queen of Cups, yeah. So some of you might choose to open yourself up. Some of you might stay where you're at because you're still going through the healing process here. Let's take a look here and see what your hopes and what your fears are, Aquarius. What are your hopes and what are your fears? You want a new beginning in love. Absolutely. Ace of Cups energy is about a new love opportunity. You're ready to open your heart. You're ready to be emotionally satisfied as well. But there is an abundance of love. Your fear is, what if I don't meet somebody? What if this doesn't happen? What if I have to continue waiting, right? Because you have patience showing up here. Or what if I continue meeting these King of Pentacles that, yeah, they may have the car, they may have the house, they may have the job, but they're not ready to settle down. Maybe they're focused on their career or their ex or their children or whatever this is here. You want a brand new relationship that you can build stability, trust, security, and safety with. And I feel like that's a beautiful hope to have. However, you can manifest this, but remember, we come here with some soul lessons. So sometimes in divine timing, things take a little bit longer to manifest in our lives because maybe we still need healing, or we still are wrapped up on something from the past, or perhaps, it's just not the right time because maybe your soulmate is wrapping up a lesson that they have themselves. So do take all of that into consideration when you are, going through the impatient cycles or impatient energy here. Because yeah, you want something to happen quite quick. So I feel like that is very important of what I just said here. You want something to come in that changes everything. And you may be feeling a little bit stuck, or that is a fear of getting stuck, or maybe never meeting the right person, or continuing the pattern with the same type of people. But the Eight of Wands as your hope says that you want movement, and I do see movement coming in, especially between now and fall for you here, because there's a gradual shift. So this will take a little bit of time. But I do feel like when you attract this soulmate, or when you're finally able to complete a cycle here, whether you're moving on with a person or without, I feel like you will meet somebody that you'll be in the long haul with. This long journey talks about being with somebody for the long haul. Let's take a look and see what the final outcome is for you, Aquarius. Final outcome. And you may actually be moving as well, or you may be traveling to see this person, or maybe you meet this person while you are on vacation. Queen of Swords as your final outcome. This is good though. Queen of Swords, this could be your energy here, Aquarius, or this could be somebody that you are attracting into your energy. But this female Libran energy is all about healthy boundaries, setting healthy boundaries for yourself. It's about going after and chasing what it is that you want, not letting anything hold you back. I personally love the Queen of Swords. I'm a Libra myself, but this is about integrity, honesty. It is about communicating, and I feel like it's very important for you this month to communicate effectively. Tell other people what it is that you expect, what it is that you want, and what it is that you need. Put yourself out there, communicate your needs, and if somebody is pushing against your boundaries, then you need to question, is this going to work for me, or do I move in a different direction here? Because healthy boundaries in all relationships are very important. And with this Queen of Swords, she doesn't put up with BS. And again, that's the vibe I was getting in the very beginning. You're not willing to settle here. You're willing to work with another person if they're willing to put in the work and commit as well. But I do feel like you are setting healthy boundaries for all of the relationships in your life. Two of Pentacles showing up here. Two of Pentacles says that you are trying to balance up a lot of things at this time. You are able to balance just fine if you set healthy boundaries, okay? Some of you may be actually talking to two people that come into your energy here, but do trust your intuition. And also balance your work and your play life. So some of you may be very focused intently on a goal this month. Maybe it's a goal not related to love. It's saying that if you want to attract love into your life, you got to equally make time for play, make time for socializing, and make time for your career as well. So Two of Pentacles, setting healthy boundaries and differentiating between the two of them. I like this for you. Very powerful energy coming in. So Aquarius, I love your no BS attitude here. I love that you're wanting something for the long journey, the long haul, but you're still going through some healing. And do know that everything happens in divine order, and that you will find either a soulmate connection that's romantic, or this, a lot of people say, well, when will I meet a soulmate? Do remember that soulmates can be companion animals. They can be family. They can be friends. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. And maybe in this lifetime, you chose, to be alone. And some people might be thinking, why would I choose to be alone? But I feel like some of you that have been alone for quite some time, I do feel like that cycle is ending. And especially with this loyal heart card showing up here for you. Beautiful card to have in your reading. But back to the question, why would I choose to be alone? 5 and 3, this is 35 here, equals 8. And that's the card of strength. It's to build your endurance, build your willpower, build your fearlessness. Any area of your life that you once felt vulnerable, or you felt maybe not good enough, or you self-sabotage in your love, it was here to teach you some beautiful lessons here, Aquarius. So I'm just going to read to you the relationship section here. And this is about fidelity. It's about loyalty, and it's about devotion, especially for those of you that have possibly dealt with infidelity here. Your partnerships, friendships, and romantic relationships all have many qualities in common right now. Honest devotion, faithfulness, and a loyal heart are being shown to you. Are you as loyal in return? Now is the time for heartfelt commitments and trusting in divine protection. I'm going to read to you the prosperity message as well, the protection message as well, for those that it may resonate with, just because you do have a few choices coming in for your energy here in the month of March. Are you stubborn or overly tenacious about an idea? Or have you become so attached to something that you just don't know how to let it go? Could it be that it's become so much a part of you that you wouldn't know who you are without it? Now is the time to look at the outdated beliefs, old ideas, and misplaced loyalties. Betrayal is only a signal that it is time to prune away all who don't deserve your trust and have no place in your life. Be new, think new, and open your heart to new things. Let go of the old and all your attachments. Spirit has awesome plans for you, so make room. I love this showing up for you, and I actually like that protection message, and I don't always read that, but Spirit was guiding me to read that towards to you. But I feel like this loyal heart is saying that, yes, you are getting rid of this old cycle, which we've been talking about here, and I feel like Spirit has better plans and bigger plans, and do remember, in divine timing. All right, let's take a look and see what your soul wants you to really question at this time, and ask yourself and really ponder and think deep about this as well. What do we have here for Aquarius? All right. What can I burn, Aquarius? Burn it. Burn it all. The ugly lies, the pain, the shame, the criticism, the images that run through your head, the reminders of what you did wrong, and the proof that you are not enough. Burn, baby, burn. Your soul is calling, so it's time for a rebirth. You are like the phoenix rising from the ashes, no longer attached to the past. You are free. Your wings are ready. Use them. Today's Aquarius, your soul action is this. Make the choice that you will no longer let the past define you. Pick up your pen. What will your next chapter look like? I love this. Get ready, because you do have the World card showing up here as your potential. There's growth, there's healing, but there's positive movement forward. Setting healthy boundaries. You will be manifesting a new love opportunity showing up for you, and you're feeling really good. I feel like you are magnetized, and you're feeling on top of the world is what they're giving me here. All right, Aquarius, we're going to get a few messages from your spirit animals, and I'll just ask at this time that you close your eyes. Tune into that third eye chakra. That is the area between your eyebrows. Take a deep breath in from the solar plexus, the belly area, and release. And I want you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now, this can be an animal that flies high in the sky. Perhaps it is an animal that swims deep in the sea. It could be an animal that is wild, mystical, majestical, or even domesticated. Perhaps it is an animal that you've had in the past that's crossed over the Rainbow Bridge. Maybe it's an animal you currently have at home. There is no right or wrong answer, Aquarius. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you are ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do is post whatever power animal you just seen in your mind's eye in the comment box below. And I personally, Aquarius, will enter you into the free monthly reading giveaway, where I draw one lucky winner and post right back here on this channel. So do make sure you've subscribed if you haven't already. All right, let's get your messages from your power animals. We have Deer. It says, bring a gentle touch, dear spirit. So I really like this, because this is about being kind and compassionate towards yourself and others. And that is what that Empress energy embodies, is kindness and compassion and nurturing qualities. So this is saying take care of yourself first, especially if you are a people pleaser or a healer, always trying to help other people be a better version of themselves. Remember that the first job is to do that to yourself. Fill your own cup so you can help others in return. Next, we have Crow Spirit. It says co-create with Spirit. So this is about Spirit helping you and being your ally, not your enemy here. So do realize, again, in divine timing, and that everything that's been happening in your life is coming to a beautiful completion. There is a beautiful new happy ending. You're coming really close to wrapping up this cycle again, and being that that phoenix rising from the ashes, and you will be so happy that you learned the beautiful lessons that you have in the past, so you can move into this new energy with a lot more growth, wisdom, and excitement. Next, we have Dog Spirit. It says, be loyal to what you love. So make sure that the number one on your list, when you make a list of the top 5 things that you love, Aquarius, make sure that you are on that list, okay? And then be loyal to yourself. Be loyal to your, your dreams and your energy as well. It's also card 19, which in tarot is the sun, and that is all about abundance and enjoying your life and sharing it with others. Next, we have Armadillo. It says set healthy boundaries, and that's what your outcome is with the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords does set those healthy boundaries, and it's also card 3, which is the Empress. So double whammy here with Armadillo. And last but not least, we have Grasshopper Spirit. Take a leap of faith. Take a leap of faith. What if you burned all those lies here? What if you burned all the shame, all the criticism, all the pain? What if you attracted this beautiful new energy and worked and co-created with Spirit and know and understand and realize that you have this big, beautiful, loyal heart and that you're attracting the energy of the same. Trust in that. Believe. A lot of people don't realize, Aquarius, that the power of belief in itself changes lives like a miracle. So last but not least, we're going to get a message from the crystal spirits here. And for those of you that are interested in any of the decks you see above or any during your reading, I do post all of that information in the description box for your convenience. And we have Watermelon Tourmaline, really beautiful energy. And as you can see here, the colors are green and pink. And that is all about that heart chakra. So we're just going to read to you the relationship message before we close down your reading here, Aquarius. And it is card, let's see, 58. Watermelon Tourmaline. And if you don't have watermelon, you could pretty much use any tourmaline, even though they are specifics when it does come to the certain types of tourmaline. But if you don't have this one specifically, that is okay as well. All right. So what this stone means is seeing perfection in the moment, basking in bliss of just being, and it's talking about natural joy and a peaceful heart. So the relationship message for you, Aquarius, is this. Perfection lies in loving unconditionally, just as the universe loves you no matter what. Whoever you love, whoever loves you, know that flaws are there to remind you that love heals. Today, your attention is drawn to the perfection of love within you, the love from the universe that flows directly into you from every direction, reminding you that you are always worthy of love. Knowing this, bask in the love around you. Then you will see your relationships more clearly and recognize that sometimes the best way to express love is through sacrifice, and sometimes it is through saying no. N-O with capital letters and a period at the end. You will soon know what you are meant to do and what you need to consider. But first you must stop and feel the unconditional love that is yours. Feel bliss, be in your bliss, and all will soon be clear. Absolutely. This talks about two things I was picking up on right away. One, unconditional love, co-creating with Spirit, like we talked about, and also setting healthy boundaries, saying no when need be, and making sure you say yes when need be as well. So very beautiful, deep reading for you here, Aquarius. I certainly hope it resonates with you. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. Do share, like, comment your power animal to be entered into that free monthly reading giveaway. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. And I am sending all of you wonderful Aquarians a lot of love and light. Till next time.